I have a new video for you guys because Landon and Shyla's breakup has turned dark. This past weekend, Shyla released images of what Landon physically did to her, and this is not okay. It's clear that Shyla has been in a toxic situation with a powerful family, and after exposing them, there is no turning back. So let's get into it. I'm sure you guys are well aware of the Ace family because they are the most popular family channel here on this platform with 19 million subscribers. Austin is the head of that household, but he has a little brother named Landon. And Landon actually has his own channel with his longtime girlfriend, or well now ex-girlfriend, Shyla Walker, and their child Solene. This couple has had a bizarre year on YouTube. They have posted a record number of I quit YouTube videos on their platform, but it doesn't seem like they were trying to quit YouTube, rather they were having relationship issues. And actually Shyla recently announced on their channel, This is LNS, that she will be taking over the channel and it will be her own while Landon is focusing on boxing. And even though she was super smiley in that video, we all knew that there was something going on behind the scenes and they weren't being upfront about it. Shyla has actually recently wiped out their daughter Solene's Instagram page, but before we talked about how Shyla took the page and unfollowed Landon with it, and it was getting super petty on social media. Well, now things are turning up because we have found out some information. We recently talked about how Landon was being accused of being physical with Shyla, but we had no proof of that until Shyla recently released images. So I do want to give you guys a trigger warning right now that I'm going to show you guys some of those images so they can be triggering to you guys. It involves domestic, you know what, and they're not like the most brutal. That's why I'm showing them to you guys, because sometimes I don't show these pictures, but Shyla wants them out there and she wants you guys to understand what she's been going through being with Landon and then being silenced by the Ace family. So it all really started this weekend when Shyla's friend posted a bunch of stories on Instagram. I'm not too sure how this person is related to Shyla, but they seem to be close in some way because it looks like Shyla came to the birth of their child. So her friend posted this on her story of Shyla with the baby and she wrote, "My best friend's keeper." And I'm not too sure if I'm going in the correct order, but then they posted, "I'll go to war behind my friends. Period." Then they brought up restraining orders, and I'm not too sure who has a restraining order on who, but they wrote, "Restraining orders don't lie. Crazy how someone can do everything for you and you still have the nerve to do them dirty. Like what? Whole family snakes." So I'm guessing she's calling the whole Ace family a bunch of snakes, which we have heard that before from Shyla. So this is when we get into some of those graphic images, and again I want to give you a trigger warning because they are not pretty, and I feel very concerned that this even went down, that Landon has supposedly allegedly got physical with Shyla. So it looks like her friend posted this on her story, and it's a screenshot of someone defending Landon and then two images of, I guess, Shyla. It looks like Shyla, where she's got some marks on her chest area, her shoulder area, and on her neck, which does not look good. She also includes that the restraining order is in fact in relation to Shyla and the markings she has from Landon. So what could have gotten so bad that he would have done this to her? Obviously, it's never acceptable. And then Landon's mom decides to get involved in this situation. Honestly, the entire family is getting involved. And supposedly their mother tried to unsend her message after sending it, but this person got a screenshot. She even wrote, "She tried to unsend the message, but not before I got a screenshot. Nice try." Then Austin and Landon's mother tells this woman that she's going to be sued. She's going to get a subpoena because of this situation and because she's posting these images, which we know if Shyla is in fact like a victim here, then there's no like playing around. Like obviously we're on the right side defending the person who was physically harmed. No matter what she did to Landon, as long as it wasn't physical, it's not as bad as this. It makes me think about Landon's statement. Remember, he put out a whole statement saying that Shyla's acting like the victim and victimizing herself. Well, if she was like, if you hurt her, then she kind of is the victim here. Then Shyla posts this on her story, and she writes it with very small text, and she says, "This is not a game. This is my real life, real pain, real trauma I'm working through. My truth has always been in plain view. Please let me heal and restart my life in peace." Thank you. It seems like this has just been going on for so long at this point. You guys remember last week we were just talking about this because Shyla's brother was posting stuff on his story about Landon. This is Shyla's younger brother named Alpha Walker. He decided he was going to actually share what Shyla's friend shared on her page to make sure everybody knows what type of man Landon is. But like I mentioned last week, he brought up stuff in regards to Landon, claiming that he got physical with her, that he's keeping the car away from her, which the car is, helpful for taking care of the child. And he had a lot of cuss words and things, and we all broke it down in that previous video. But I don't think he was lying. And around that same time, we kind of saw that Shyla was moving out. Landon posted this on his story where he had a moving truck in his driveway. That same day, Shyla posted a box inside her new apartment, which looks like she's moved out, and she posted on her story, dealing with pure evil people for months. My heart is broken and my soul is tired. Remember Shyla posting on her story that she was going to expose this family at some point and there's no turning back? I wonder if these images of what Landon did to her is her exposing them.
I can't believe how dirty I've been done these past months, you guys. I'm trying not to break up families and relationships and careers. But baby, I'm this close. I've been going back and forth with myself for weeks and days. And the only reason I haven't said anything is because I know once I ring that bell, I can't go back. But I think it's time.
And that was just a few weeks ago, so I feel like maybe things are heating up and maybe they're not really separating in a peaceful way. And remember, they've got a young daughter together, and I'm so worried about her. But let's quickly revisit some of Shyla's old tweets. She did warn us that this was coming. She wrote, "Okay, I'm done being nice. I'll air everybody out, and that's my word." I'd be really interested to hear what she has to say about Catherine and Austin and Austin's mother, because she was trying to get involved in this mess, and I feel like she's always involved in their lives. She also tweeted, "I didn't deserve any of the bad stuff that happened to me." And finally, she wrote, "Can't wait for the day I can look back and see how I chose to heal instead of break." So I definitely believe Shyla, and I feel like she's going through it right now. I feel like she's getting the short end of the stick when it comes to her and Landon's relationship and probably their breakup, because, she's a big part of their channel. This is LNS, and she's supposedly taking it over, but I just don't know how that's working out. I don't know if Landon's getting his own channel. He did tease at some point that he will be back on YouTube, but we just don't know in which capacity. For now, I feel really bad for Shyla because I've always said she seems like a very miserable person, and maybe she's been a miserable person because she's been in a miserable situation with a man who puts his hands on her. So that's never acceptable, and I hope that Landon puts out a statement about this because right now he's being hush hush. So we'll see if Shyla ends up being silenced, what happens there, and until next time, I will see you guys in a new video soon. So feel free to email me any video ideas, and until next time, bye guys.